Hi guys, welcome to our new series of Investment for Babies. In this series, we will be covering investment topics and breaking it down to little bite size for people who are totally new to investment. In this episode, we will be covering option trading. Many people have difficulty understanding this concept, so we will be explaining the terms and system used in option trading. Just a disclaimer, we won't be covering the strategies used, but we will just be explaining how it works. So now we'll be covering the definitions and terms used in option trading. So options is basically a contract that enables a person to have the right but not the obligation to buy or sell a stock at a certain price by a certain date. Alright? So options, just like any other contract, there are two roles. There is the writer of the contract and the holder of the contract. And also, the date whereby you have to buy or sell the stock, it is called the date of expiry. And the money used in the contract is called premium. And the agreed price is called the strike price. So, there are two types of option. We have the call option and the put option. So right now, we will be covering the call option. And we will be using apples for example. So for example, Elon wants to buy 100 apples 1 year later. However, he wants to secure the current market price of apples at $1 per apple. So what he does is that he goes to the apple seller and he offers to pay the apple seller 10 cents per apple to lock in the price of $1 per apple 1 year later. So 1 year later, if the price of apple rises to $1.50, Elon now can buy 100 apples at $1. He has the choice whether or not he wants to do it. Okay, but the apple seller now must sell Elon 100 apples at $1 each because he has already received the premium of 10 cents per apple from Elon last year. But if the price of apples fall below $1 to 50 cents per apple, Elon has the choice whether or not he wants to buy 100 apples at $1 each. In this case, he will definitely not want to do so because he can buy apples at a cheaper price now. And in this case, the apple seller gets to walk away with a premium of 10 cents per apples. So in this case, it means that when you are buying a call, you expect the price of the stock to increase. And when you are selling a call, you expect the price to decrease. So now, we'll be moving on to put options, and we will be using mangoes for example. So for example, the mango seller wants to make sure that he can sell 100 mangoes at $1 each 1 year later. What he does is that he goes to Jeff, who loves mango, and offers to pay him 10 cents per mango right now to secure a deal that Jeff will definitely buy 100 mangoes from him 1 year later. So now, 1 year later, if the price of mangoes increased to $1.50 per mango, the mango seller now has the right but not the obligation to sell 100 mangoes at $1 each. In this case, he will definitely not want to do that anymore because now he can sell it at a more expensive price of $1.50. And in that case, Jeff will get to walk away with the premium he has received at 10 cents per mango. And he do not need to buy the mango from the mango seller. However, if the price of mangoes falls below $1 to 50 cents per mango, the mango seller now has the right to sell 100 mangoes at $1 each to Jeff. And Jeff has no choice but to buy 100 mangoes at $1 each because he has already received the premium of 10 cents per mango from the mango seller. So in conclusion, when you are buying a put, you are expecting the stock price to decrease in the future. And when you are selling a put, you are expecting the stock price to increase in the future. So to round things up, basically when you are buying a call, you are actually paying a down payment to secure a future purchase. And in this case, you are expecting the stock price to increase in the future so that you can secure it at a cheaper price. So on the other side, when you sell a call, you actually receive that down payment to say that you must sell off your stock at that agreed price. In this case, you're actually expecting the stock price to decrease because when the stock price decreases, the buyer would not want to buy the stock from you at that expensive price anymore. And in that case, you get to walk away with the premium and not needing to sell your stock. And with the put option, basically when you are buying a put, you are actually paying an insurance money to ensure that you can sell off your stock at a certain price in the future. And in this case, you are actually expecting the stock price to decrease in the future. Hence, you want to secure that certain price to ensure that you can sell it off at a more expensive price. And on the other hand, the one who is selling the put is actually the one who is receiving the insurance money to say that he must buy that certain stock at a certain price in the future. And in this case, you are actually expecting the stock price to increase in the future. Because when that happens, the buyer of the insurance will now not want to sell his stock anymore because he can sell it at a more expensive price. And in that case, you get to walk away the premium and not needing to buy the stock. So I hope you guys now have a better understanding of how options work. If you guys enjoy our content, do click the like button as it will really help us with the algorithm. And do subscribe and ring the notification bell. I hope to see you guys next week.